Barbados, we must never allow present circumstances to define our future. In the past, we were known for our strong and decisive leadership, our social, economic, and political stability, and our well-educated and productive workforce. Who we become will depend on the vision and the focus we have. These series of videos will challenge us as a people to dig deep within and find our purpose. We are Refocusing Barbados.
Hello, this is Matt once again, and this is Refocusing Barbados. Today I want to focus our attention on something that has been on my mind for quite some time. A few weeks ago, my wife was taking me to the airport early one morning, and as we drove up the hill by the Pine Hill Dairy, saw the construction of the new Barbados Water Authority administrative complex. And I said to my wife, I understand that this complex will cost $80 million. And I said to her, I cannot see anything about this construction that will cost $80 million. And I have been concerned as to how this cost of $80 million has been arrived at. $80 million in any part of the world is a lot of money. Don't let us fool ourselves. $80 million is a lot of money. So I want to know, what is the cost per square foot? And the question I am asking in relation to the cost per square foot is it more than the cost per square foot for Sandy Lane, with all of its embellishments and its expensive marble? Because they have the clientele is at top of the line. They pay massive sums of money, $5,000 US per night, so they have to really pamper their guests. Or is it more than the cost per square foot for the Goddess Administrative Complex? Something else I want to know. Has there been any cost overruns associated with this project? Once this complex is completed, what is going to be the source of energy? Is it going to be tied to the grid? Or is there going to be a provision for natural gas generators to power the supply the energy for the entire complex? And if it's a case where there are going to be alternative sources of energy, I want to know who has been contracted to supply these alternative sources of energy. And one of the things that has bothered Bajans over the years has been the whole idea surrounding contracts, how they were given, the cost of the contracts. And Bajans have always been talking about how they've been awarded, who get the contracts. And they've also always been worried about, annoyed and concerned about the cost. And I think this is one instance where I would like to see the cost of this project justified. We have a country that's literally on its face. A lot of people are experiencing great hardship. A lot of people losing the roofs over their heads. They can't pay the bills. They can't feed the children. For sure, university education is out of the question, because if they can't pay the university fees, they can't get there, and the university fees are enormous. In the light of what is happening in this economy and what our people are experiencing, why do we have a project costing $18 million? And it's not one of those projects that you will say to yourself will generate any kind of revenue. What is happening in there with that project is that government is just creating real estate value. And it compounds the problem even more when you take money and invest in these kind of projects and there are no returns on that. There's no revenue generation whereby the people of this country can benefit. So that helps to add to our debt without the possibility of generating any income. And no wonder we are in this type of problems in our country, where our debt and debt servicing is astronomically high in relation to our revenue generation. And you look at this great imbalance and you see that's where the problem lies. Our expenditure, it has greatly outstripped our revenue. And one of the problems that we have with our government is they do not understand the relationship between revenue and expenditure. Your people always had a saying, you shouldn't spend more than you got. And when I look at this project, it makes me wonder exactly where are we going in this country. I want to see, and we in Refocusing Barbados, we are going to be on this. We are focusing our attention on this. We are going to get to the bottom of this and let the people of Barbados know the full truth concerning this project. Because we think that this project doesn't meet the standard that we expect it to meet. And whatever comes out of our investigation, for sure the people of our country will know. Because we cannot afford for our ministers to behave in this manner. We cannot afford for our government to behave like this. Do things and don't expect to be accountable to the people. They have to be. And we are demanding that the government be accountable to us, whoever forms the government. It doesn't make any difference to us in Refocusing Barbados. We don't care whether it's the Democrat Liberal Party or the Barbados Liberal Party. We want to see transparency. That's what we want to see. And therefore I'm calling on the minister to be transparent with us as far as the cost of this project. And we are going to pursue this to its final conclusion. We have to know. And the next time we come out here, we hope we will get some answers. If we don't get answers, we will say what we know. Finally, Refocusing Barbados wants to thank all of those persons who have been coming forward and supplying us with information concerning our investigation. They can be assured that their information will be held in the strictest confidentiality, and anyone out there who can offer us any more information relating to this project and to help our investigation, we would appreciate you coming forward and supplying us with that information. You can contact us on our Facebook page. Thank you very much.